What's going on, people? Welcome back to your YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, I'm a police officer from the UK and I react to policing footage and policing related topics from around the world. Today I'm going to be looking at some of the best moments from season 10 of the US TV show Cops. Without any further ado, let's get straight into it.
There was no clip in it and I just pulled the trigger and it went off.
How much did you have to drink tonight?
I had like 3 beers tonight.
Stop!
I have no brakes.
Stop! Pull over or I'll ram you.
White male juvenile with a red and blue bandana, green shorts with a white t-shirt.
Now that was a good tackle. His comment, I think his excuse for not stopping was, I can't stop because I've got no brakes. And the cop just threatened to knock him off the bike. I'm not sure if we'd actually get away with that, but then again, what is this, the late 90s or early 90s, so maybe they would.
Just relax, it's okay. Take your time. Okay, listen to me, you won't get hurt, just listen. Put your hand behind your back.
What you running for? Huh? What are you running for? He's wearing gloves.
I got them on still.
What else you got?
My cigarettes. Oh.
Dope back in there for you? I'm reading you right.
So I know in some states in the USA, it's illegal for people just to be in possession of drug paraphernalia. And if it's known that they've been using drugs, they can be prosecuted for that, which is something we don't have in the UK. You can get in trouble if you've got possession of the drugs, but not just for having the paraphernalia. And that's probably why he's wearing the gloves. Sometimes if you're smoking things like crack, it can leave you with burnt fingertips and fingertips which will smell, and officers will be able to pick up on that. So that's probably why he's wearing those gloves. But let's see.
What'd you run for? You have a warrant? Stand up. Okay. We're in the car? Yeah.
How 26.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one would be appointed before questioning. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
You've got these glass pieces here with burnt marks on them, and you've got a torch, and all these other gizmos. I'm just wondering if you do all that together.
I thought you lived one street over from here. Just right over here south. Huh?
I used to.
So if we go over to your house right now and talk to your mom, is your mom home right now?
I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know.
If she is she gonna tell us you stay there or not?
No.
What's going on? I don't know. We don't know where the weapon's at yet.
That's it right there.
Where's the weapon?
You got some ID on your phone?
Get that in my wallet.
You went in and out, and it's over there somewhere. So you got a cat.
Okay. Hold on.
Relax.
So you've got the kid sitting there injured. They're talking about something going in and out. So I'm guessing potentially he's been shot in his leg or something like that. So let's see what happens.
I didn't even know the thing was loaded.
Just squeeze your leg right here, right up on top of the leg. Stop your bleeding a little bit. All right?
Just don't do that, man.
I'm sorry, I did it for like 10 minutes.
You did it
guys,
3 times
okay?
already.
Stopped.
I'm just so freaked out. I can't believe it. This is my son here.
Which one? The one that's injured or the
Yes,
other one?
sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, stand over here. He's in his cab. I don't know how.
What type of gun is that?
It was like
So that's meant to be Mr. Caring Father, and look how he's sitting there, not really with a care in the world. So whether he's drunk or there's a bit more to the situation than what we've been told at the moment, we're gonna have to find out. But he's not acting how a father would act if their son had just been shot. So we'll see what happens.
Russian 9. Mark her up.
There was no clip in it, and I just pulled the trigger and it went off.
Where you at? Were you sitting over here on the couch?
Sitting right there.
Where
Yeah.
was he sitting?
Right there. It just went off. man, it just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it, man.
How much did you have to drink tonight?
I had like 3 beers tonight.
You know what time it is right now?
It's about 10:30, 11.
Is the gun registered to you?
Yes, sir.
He was sitting right there when it went off?
Yeah.
So he's trying to make the excuse that the gun just went off. Guns don't just go off. You have to pull the trigger or cause a reason for the trigger to action, whether you've dropped it or hit it against something. Guns don't just go off. And that makes total sense now why he was sitting in the corner, just trying to be so calm and collected about it and trying to have his cigarette because he knows that he's guilty. The only thing what he hasn't done is actually run away, which he's probably thinking about doing anyway, but let's see.
I was sitting right there.
So impact should have went right in here somewhere.
Why was the gun out? Why were you handling it?
I just, was looking at it here.
Oh, there it is right there.
They were arguing about a lost battery to the remote. And I was sitting in the chair, and all of a sudden I heard click, 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 4, and then 5th one, I heard a pop. And then...
And now we get to the facts. Dad said that he was just looking at the gun and it just happened to go off. And then friend here, who's obviously friends with the young boy who's been shot by his dad, explains that basically they were arguing over the remote, and then somehow following the argument, the young boy's turned up being shot in his leg. Who would have guessed the gun didn't go off by itself?
I opened my eyes and Josh was still there and everything was still there.
You had your eyes closed when you were hearing all this stuff, or?
No. I mean, I wasn't watching each of them individually, but when it happened, I was like, because accidents happen like that, sometimes. And then I was like, whoa, a bullet came out. I don't know why a bullet came out. I honestly do not know why a bullet came out.
Because you heard 4 clicks and then it went bang. That's why it went.
I have no idea why a bullet came out, because Gary would never hurt his...
Also with this guy, it seems like he's telling just the bare minimum to come up with a consistent story, but I'm also not buying the fact that he just closed his eyes meanwhile someone was pointing a gun at his friend. Usually when people do stuff like take out weapons, people's eyes tend to get fixed on the weapon. Maybe he did just flinch and think I'm going to close my eyes, but the fact that he heard 5 distinct clicks and kept his eyes closed, I'm not really buying that either.
Son, he loves Josh like the world.
No, that's all right.
You care if I get my hat?
Yeah, no. Go ahead. Let me have the cigarettes. You're not going to use them anyhow. You're not going to use them anyhow. Step outside.
Step outside.
I don't know how a bullet came out. How do guns work again? Is it when you pull the trigger that bullets come out? I don't know. I don't know how a bullet came out. Nonsense.
Yeah. Who's transporting anyhow? You're going to transport? Okay, let me have your cuffs.
Wait a minute. No, he just dropped the
What?
rifle.
No,
He just dropped.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was nice.
That was really super.
Oh, you didn't, huh?
That was real nice, guy.
I dropped nothing.
You didn't drop anything? I got a scanner over here.
I didn't drop anything. Please, that's awful tight.
I know.
Well, they're not built for
You don't have to go over there and drop this stuff like right in front of my face, okay?
Like this one right here?
I really don't appreciate that.
Right there?
Yeah, right.
Okay, sir, you're being arrested for felony child abuse.
Oh, come
Endangerment for shooting your son in the calf with that gun. You've been drinking. There's no reason for you to hold that weapon in the first place. You're lucky you didn't kill him. And as we're bringing you out here, you have enough nerve to go ahead and drop a hypodermic device right in front.
And again, Dad wants to make it seem like it's all these coincidences. Yeah, I just had a drink, and my son just got shot. And it turns out that, no, you've been drinking all night, you're drunk, and your son got shot because you're pointing a gun at him. There was no accident with that at all. And then he drops a syringe full of drugs on the floor. There's no coincidences. These things don't happen to normal people. So there's no point buying these excuses.
In front of us and act like it wasn't yours.
Right in front of me.
Sir, it's not
Came
mine.
out of your left hand.
No, sir.
Yes, it did. I
sir.
sit there and watched it.
Take fingerprints on that thing.
Don't
Whatever you
need
want.
to.
That's not my...
Don't need to. My
Well, you're
eyeballs
going to jail,
saw it
sir.
all right out your hand. But anyway, that's just an extra charge.
Not mine.
Right in front of the car.
We're just going to go ahead and do the father for felony child endangerment. No one likes to see someone get shot, but at least in this instance, it was just a flesh wound and went through and through. He's going to be able to recover from the injury.
Having possession of that syringe, unless there's actually drugs in there, which would have to send off for a testing in the UK, you're not going to get in trouble for just being in possession of drug paraphernalia in the UK. That's not something that you're going to get arrested for, so that's a bit of a difference.
About a 926 DC Robert Lincoln. Stay on You said cancel it? No.
Shut it down! Shut it down! Get off the bike! On the car. What are you doing out here acting like an idiot? Get up on the car. Take the backpack off and get up on the car.
See, even before this point, a lot of people would say, why is the cop bothering this guy? Why is the cop after this dude? If you look at the route that he's taken, he's kind of like, he's gone one way and then changed direction, then crossed the road, then changed direction, then changed direction. It's not the type of thing that people do. Only a child would do that with a bike if they're messing around. Adults don't usually do that, so it is quite suspicious behaviour. So even already I'll be thinking, what has this person got to hide? They're clearly trying to avoid me.
Car.
God, sir, you scared the out of me.
Put the backpack down on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. What are you doing out here driving like that, man?
I was just riding.
Just riding? You're all in traffic?
Why are you scaring me?
What are you doing? You know you have the same obligations on that bicycle you do in a car? You can't go the wrong way on the street. You can't jump curbs. You can't run up sidewalks. You can't circle around in 7-Eleven parking lots.
Just trying to...
Just trying to what? Anything in here with your name on it?
Just a bunch of cars I found at the casinos.
That you found at the casinos?
Stuck in the machines, go right there.
I don't know what's going on right now. I'm going to slip these cuffs on you till I figure this out, okay? It's a little bit strange when you got credit cards that don't belong to you. You got identification that doesn't belong to you. You're not under arrest at this time, you understand? If I run the names on these cards and they come up the victim of a burglary, that's not going to look real good, is it?
You can run them, sir.
What are you going to do if they come up the victim of a burglary?
I wouldn't think that because somebody would just left them in the machine.
Is this your wallet?
Yes, it is, sir.
How come it has nothing in your name inside?
That's probably my roommate.
You have any idea what's on this receipt?
I don't know.
So has he just by chance come into possession of all these different cards belonging to different people? None of them belong to him. And when the police officer was behind him, he made no attempt to give it to the police officer. He decided to ride away. Is it all one big coincidence? Or again, is it someone who's potentially up to no good and he's trying to use the whole, oh, it's an innocent mistake? Again, these things don't usually happen to normal people.
Well, there's 2 containers of Summer's Eve. Hair coloring, hair conditioner, shampoo, some women's underwear. You mind if I look in your bag?
There's a pair of bolt cutters and my flashlight.
Pair of bolt cutters and flashlight. Uh-huh, that's very interesting. What would we keep bolt cutters for?
I was cutting the spokes off my hub in Mike's garage right over here.
Might be a pair of burglary tools, you think?
No, sir.
You might need a flashlight so you can look around in the dark.
Okay, that for protection.
Pretty nice flashlight. That's not yours, is it?
That's... I picked it up, yes.
What was your arrest for here?
Petty theft.
What did you take then?
What did I take?
Yeah, so in the UK, clearly this guy's going equipped to commit burglaries or going equipped for theft. So just based on that, having the flashlight, his behaviour, and being in possession of the bolt cutters, and that property which is suspected to be stolen, he's going to be coming in.
Have anything in your pockets I need to know about? You have, no, I don't want you reaching in them. I want you to tell me whether you have anything in your pockets I need to know about. Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah, I have a line and a baggie.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Which pocket is it in?
It's in the little teeny one.
Where?
The little one.
This pocket?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it looks like we have a small quantity of methamphetamine. Anything else on you that I need to know about? Anything that's going to bite, poke, cut, or stick me before I put my hands in your pockets?
Yes, sir.
I'm still curious as to why you tried to get away from us. Does a little bit of dope scare you that bad?
Yeah, it does.
Why?
Because I have a problem and I can't admit to it. I guess I can't admit to it.
You could tell he was high. Did you see his eyes? That's why I did that earlier. His eyes were just like bing, pupils dilated. You could tell he was high off his ass. 100%.
But that is enough to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail, but
It's not only enough to go to jail, that's enough to go to prison.
I just want help with my problem.
What kind of help would you like?
I'd like the treatment or something that so I can get off that and get a life.
Would you stay on a program?
Yes, I would. I just talked to my mom the other night, and I feel heartless and empty, worthless, and that's why right there.
I agree wholeheartedly. I tell you what, it takes a big man to stand up there and say that too.
It's true.
I have you get in the back. I want you to watch your head going in. It's a little tight. You got long legs. Be careful.
Yeah, one thing at work that I do spend a lot of time doing is doing referrals, whether that's, usually it's victims of domestic violence and things like that, but I do my fair share of referrals for people who have got drug abuse issues. The thing is, although a lot of people, they want the help and they genuinely do want the help, they know, and it is apparent because of the amount of programs that some of these people have been on in the past, the drugs are so addictive and the lifestyle is so drawing. It just pulls them back in, and no matter how many referrals they get, it's very, very hard for them to make the change because they're in the same circumstances. They've got the same crap life, they've got the same crap friends, they've got the same usually quite crappy family members who don't really support them, but then the drugs are always there, so usually they end up going back no matter how many referrals we make as police officers. But
We will have to take him down tonight. We're booking for possession of controlled substance for the methamphetamine. He'd be booked for possession of burglary tools as well.
I caught him stealing about 2 weeks ago, and, I came outside and I told him, hey, you gotta put the 12-pack back, you can't steal. And he just walked away, right? So then he comes in a couple of days later and he's gonna walk in and like use our restroom and get a refill and stuff. And I told him, no, get the hell out of here. You shoplifted, you're a thief, don't come in here anymore.
Right.
He goes, I'm gonna get you, starts calling me names, fat bitch, and all this other stuff. And I called him some names back and told him to get out.
Sure.
You know? And then he comes in today and he walks around the back of the register, and I told him, hey, you can't come in here, get out, because he had a refill cup. I thought he was going to come and try and get a refill, and he threw like hot water on me. It wasn't that hot. I mean, I take hotter showers.
Right.
But then he jumped up in the booth where I was, and he's like right under the camera too, and he started hitting me. All I did was I protected my baby. I just went over and protected my baby.
Do you guys have video surveillance of all that?
Color videos.
Okay, is the manager on the way in for that?
Yeah, he should be here any time now.
Okay. Did he come in and ask for anything?
No, he just came in and threw hot water on me, and
where'd he get the water from?
He got it from our bathroom.
Okay.
Somebody had been using the bathroom and they handed him over the key before.
Are you sure that it's water?
Yeah.
Smell it?
It's just water.
Okay.
I
was just making sure it wasn't urine. Well, that's the guy that they have in custody over there?
That's the guy.
Okay, good.
And again, like the theme kind of with this video is, you look at the amount of damage that drugs do to individuals. All these people, if you look at the crimes that they're committing, they all are directly or indirectly the result of drug misuse. A lot of people wonder why we come down so hard on drug dealers and we prioritise tackling them to the level that we do. And this is the reason why. Drug dealers, they do poison people with Class A drugs and they ruin their lives, and they put them in a position where for them to afford it, they need to commit crime. And when they know about this, they don't care. So that's the reason why we do target drug dealers.
Good. They're bringing him over, and we'll get your statements and stuff, and be real detailed on that, especially the stuff before, that happened, and then especially him saying when he said he's gonna come back and get you, bitch. All that stuff is real important.
Videotape. I even wrote down the time that he came in and put it on videotape for my boss.
Good.
I came in, I grabbed the key to go to the bathroom, I used the restroom, I came back, she turned around and told me, you can't be in here, blah, blah, blah.
Why was she saying that?
She talking about I seen you steal a 12-pack, etc.
Did you try to steal a 12-pack?
No.
Okay.
No,
Did you bring one up to the counter? You're gonna buy one, and she just started?
No,
okay.
no, I didn't bring no 12-pack to the counter.
Okay.
So I started calling her bitches and etc.
Right.
After she was like, oh, well, you, she flipped me off. I told her I'm gonna get you.
Okay.
I came in today. I threw water on her face and I tried to slap the out of her.
When you came in today, you knew she was gonna be working?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
I'm not sure if this guy's a little bit slow. He doesn't seem like he's slow at all. It just seems like he does not care. I think he's well aware that he's going to get locked up anyway. So he's like, you know what, might as well cough it. I might as well tell him, yeah, I went in there, I splashed water on her, I was going to beat her up today. He doesn't care anymore. But the thing is, for a lot of these people, their life, literally, they've got nowhere to go down. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand why a person would go in a shop and start a fight with a pregnant lady. When you've got nowhere to go, and he's probably got some, whether it's minor or aggravated mental health issues, he's probably got all that going on. It's kind of hard for his life to get any worse. So
I just got off work.
Where do you work at?
I do construction.
Okay. Now, just because somebody calls you names doesn't mean you can raise your hand to them.
Right.
Okay, that's not right. That's wrong. That's not how society's supposed to be.
That's
okay? And because that's what happened, that's why you're going to jail.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. Watch your head. Did you know she's pregnant?
No.
Would that have changed your mind about you going in there and trying to knock her block off? You think so? Okay. Well, she is.
Does it look like it would have made a difference? Does it look like he really cares? No. This guy, whether he's addicted to alcohol or drugs, his main concern is to get what he needs. He's not in the right space of mind to be thinking about anyone else at this time. But tell me what you guys think. Tell me how you guys think that the police should be tackling things like addiction. Do you think more referrals will help? Do you think there needs to be more investment? Or are you like me and you think that by the time that the police get involved, it's too late? The referrals, what we put in when we're ready to arrest someone, is proof that there's been failures at the beginning. And do you think there needs to be more help for individuals at home? Tell me what you guys think. I'm going to be doing a few more of these reacting videos, so hopefully you enjoy them. I'll be back with another one soon. Peace.